All right, well, we are doing some stuff for a friend here. Basically, I've got a Mercedes dealership going on out here. It's like every decade, and then real heavy in the 80s. So that car, that beige one right there, technically it's a 1979 Mercedes 240D. That's a 4-cylinder. And that is what looks like the same car, but that is a 1983 240D. So that is actually the European model. It's technically a 1979, but on the title it says 1980. Now this is a US model, 1980. That was special ordered when it was original. I'm the second owner of this one. And this is a 300D. This is a 1980 300D. It's a 5-cylinder. It's got the OM617 engine, where these both have the OM616 diesel engine. I did have to jump start that, so I drove it 2 days ago. So that's not a very good look. But he's been having it, taking it around to get tinted and taking it to shops and stuff. So that's a 1982 380 SL. It's an 8-cylinder hardtop, soft top convertible. It's pretty fun, but I don't actually fit in it. Moving on down the line, this is a 1984 300 TD, and a lot of folks will call that a turbo. It is a turbo 5-cylinder, but the TD actually stands for touring diesel, not turbo diesel. I like that car a lot. It's running on vegetable oil right now. The next one is a 2002 E320 wagon. I picked that thing up off of Craigslist for $1,200 about 2 years ago, and I freaking love it. And then the last one is actually my least favorite. That's a 2014 ML 350, and I paid it off, and then a drunk driver hit it parked right here in front of my house. So I don't know. I tolerate it, but I don't really like it too much. I bought this one right here for $900. I got this one for $1,800. And they're sweet, man. They're sweet cars. There's really not a whole lot to them. And what we're going to be doing on this particular one here is I'm going to start at the back for him. He's got all kinds of problems. The steering wheel, it's on a 90-degree angle. Power sunroof doesn't work. The fuel gauge is not working right. He's got water that's coming down into his trunk. We're gonna figure out if we can't see what's wrong with that. Oh, well, I see some water right there, huh? That should never really be wet. That doesn't make any sense. Huh. I don't know how that's even possible. How'd water get up in there? That's strange. Well, we'll figure that out. I've never seen water in that part before. And there's some like miscellaneous trim pieces in there too. So what we're going to be doing is today, I'm starting in the back, and we're going to be looking at that leak. We're going to change the rear differential fluid. I'm going to drive it a little bit here in a second. We're going to change the differential fluid in it, and then the power sunroof. I don't know if it's going to be in the back, but there's the motor's in the trunk, and the service nut is in the trunk. So you can, with a 15mm socket, we can go ahead and see if we can't get it into manual service mode anyway. I got the power sunroof working in that one, and it's sweet, but that one there, it's got the manual sunroof, and honestly, that's probably the best sunroof they made. These are hand crank windows, but that one's power windows. So just different model features. But cool. Well, and then we're going to be changing the oil on this. We're going to be doing a diesel purge, bunch of things, so fun times. All right, so what we're going to be doing here first is a diesel purge. See what kind of shape the fuel system looks like going in and going out. And wanted to show, this is all for Sam really. So I went ahead and I just popped this, and I wanted to see what the air filter looked like. And I already went ahead and ordered an air filter because this hasn't been changed in a while. It's got rust on it, so it's definitely not been changed in a long time. And then tell me what you notice here. I've not done anything except open this up. Whoever did this, they gave no care at all. Here's all your washers. Here's all your nuts. And look, it's not even mounted down on there right. So I'll tell you right now, if one of those washers or nuts got into that, it would have janked this whole, you would have just sent this to the junkyard. It'd have no repair options. What I've done, I have found here also, I'm thinking this is probably why the transmission isn't shifting right. Well, it actually can cause a lot of problems, but the whole car runs off vacuum. Vacuum does the transmission, the door locks, heck, everything in this car is vacuum related. And the door locks, the transmission shifting, there's some things I'm missing, but I'm gonna go ahead and replace this hose right here. It's brittle, it's clearly bleeding right there. And also your brakes run off vacuum, and that's why that's the largest hose. So in our diesel purge we're going to be doing, I'll kind of show you what I've done. I've disconnected, see that filter right there, how black it is? That's a brand new one. And I'm not going to change this filter yet, but because we want all the crud to get caught up in there, and this is for visual reference. What we're going to do, I've disconnected the tank and the return. This is the all the return fuel goes back to the tank with this hose, and then coming from the tank. And I had to put a extra piece of hose on there, and I jammed just a piece of wood up in there so it'll stop the flow, because the tank is located, well now because I've got it jacked up in the air. I wanted the engine to be flat like that during this purge. And so this is what I normally will do. I'll run it and let the return fuel right there come and just collect into this. But what I'm going to do for this is I'm actually going to use this orange juice bottle. It's brand new, and we're going to return all the fuel to it, and we'll see how crazy dirty this engine is or isn't, I guess. So what I'm going to do is put these nuts on. That's going to get rid of that freaking rattle probably too. We'll put the air filter back together, and I've got some Marvel mystery oil is what we're going to be using today. It's got a fantastic red color. It's going to go in like an opaque red. It's going to come out, in my guess, about the blackest black you've ever seen. And if it's not black, we're going to run it back through. The other really cool thing about the stuff is it smells like mints. So it doesn't have like a really aggressive odor when it comes out of the tailpipe. So we're going to be also changing the rear diff fluid. Not today because I can't find the dang ratchet. I'm the 15 millimeter Allen. So we'll go ahead, I'm going to get this rigged up and I'll show you what it looks like. We got this thing rigged up, and we have our orange juice clear for visual reference. And I'm going to get that water out of there. So with diesels, W123s, and I think a couple other of the diesels, there's a primer pump. So if you run out of fuel and you put more fuel in the car still will not start. You use this primer pump, and this looks like it's been replaced, but it's an older version. So what I'm going to do is I can prime this until I get fuel coming up here. So and that primer pump ain't working. Oh, yes she is. It's working. It's just not working very well. See, I got to get it up past that point. So I'm gonna have to rig this up a little better to get it to prime. So, pretty dang clean, to be honest. Nothing like I expected. It's coming out damn near as same color as going in. We'll run that through these injectors. Let the engine get up to temperature. And then we're going to change the oil filter and that pre-filter down there. So yeah, that's working out pretty good. We'll let the car come back up to temperature. Actually, there's a emergency stop button, and if you can rev her up that way. Yeah, that's pretty clean, dude. Nice. I'm really damn surprised about that. I thought she was going to be coming out black. So I'll pour this into the tank and put this thing back together.